Hello, drum school and drummer friends. It's Alan here. Hope everybody's keeping well. Welcome to this absolute beginner's jazz lesson, the first 5 steps. It's really to do with the first 5 steps to pass yourself as a jazz drummer. Here's a disclaimer right at the start. I don't class myself as a jazz drummer, but there's been many occasions in the past, whether it be a corporate gig or doing a show, that I've had to pass myself as a jazz drummer. Lots of students say to me, where do you start? Because the second word that you should think of whenever you hear the word jazz is really improvisation. But how do you do that? Right at the start, okay? So this is to help you right at the start. I've pitched this at what I call the player level, about grade 3, so you should understand swing quavers. If you don't, I'll put a link in the description to lessons on my site, and there's plenty more on YouTube where you can find explanations on the swing pattern and on swung quavers. All right, but in short, swing quaver, which we're going to be using today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Crotchets on beat 1 and 3. Triplet partials on beats 2 and 4. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay? And if we're talking about swung quavers, 1, 2, 3, 4 again. I'll put a link in the description to explain what I'm doing there, but on a different lesson. Okay? And we're going to be using some of those hits on the snare drum in our first 5 steps. So we're just going to dive straight in. Here we go. All right, so technically what we're doing here is we're learning, or we're starting on the road to learn how to comp, C-O-M-P. Comping isn't a real word, okay? It's made up of 2 words, or it's taken from 2 words, accompany and complement. All right, as a jazz drummer playing with other musicians, we want to accompany them, but we also want to complement them. And whenever we're starting on the road to learn how to do that, here's a great place to start. 2 strong spots that we can hit on the snare drum are the and of 1 and the and of 3. All right, and what we're going to do, first one is going to do the and of 1, then we're going to do the and of 3, and then we're going to combine them. And that is actually our first 3 steps. So here we go. Let's get our swing pattern going. We're going to feather the bass drum, play it nice and quiet. And here we go. The and of 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. Number 2. Okay. So that was the first one. Number 2 is the and of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's combine them. 1, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Hey, we're doing good. All right, let's do a bar on 2 and 4 on the snare drum. 4, 2. If you're doing a corporate gig and you're doing something like New York, you gotta be able to play this. And you can actually keep it nice and strong, yeah? 4, 1, 2, 3, which you'd need to, doing that tune. Alright. The last one, that was 4. The last one, we're not gonna play the snare drum at all. Going to be lots of times when we don't need to play anything, or it's appropriate not to play anything. Maybe someone else is taking a solo, maybe something else is going on. We don't have to be hitting the snare drum all the time. We're not playing rock, we're learning how to play jazz. Hey, that's our 5 steps. The and of 1 on its own, the and of 3 on its own, the and of 1 and 3 together, all right, 2 and 4, and then we're not going to play anything. So where do we do those? When do we play those? Do you know what? That is really over to you. Certainly at the start, we're going to work on it as a pure exercise. But get yourself a jazz play-along and sit and work on those. All right? And again, if this is all new to you, it'll take a bit of time, but you can work on those and see how that helps you understand what's going on when you're playing jazz and working with other musicians. This is just the first 5 steps. The great thing about the and of 1 and the and of 3, it's really strong, and it helps the whole pattern to really swing. All right? How long you can do it for? You could keep practicing the first one, or the second, or the third one for as long or as short as you need. Because again, we're learning how to comp, okay? And we're learning how to develop the very first steps of understanding where we're going whenever we're playing jazz. All right, drum school drummer friends, hope you enjoyed that short lesson on the first 5 steps to passing yourself as a jazz drummer. If you did enjoy that, I'd be grateful for a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I'd be grateful if you could do that as well. And also to consider becoming a member of the Belfast Drum Channel. There's links in the description, and on the channel there are a lot of other lessons there that are purely for channel members and to help you in your drumming as you progress there. In the meantime, I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye. Hello drummers, it's Alan here, and welcome to the Belfast Drum Channel.